Good morning everyone, Kiltech here. I don't know at which time you are watching this video, but for me it's around 9 AM right now, so it's a good morning. First of all, this video will be about some general tips that I want to give the alpha clones in EVE Online. But before we start with that, I have something to tell you guys. I even made a list for this, okay? First of all, sorry that I did not do any content updates in the last couple of days because I was unfortunately sick. I still have some throat pain. Then subscription. We have over 200 friends subscribed already. That's pretty amazing, guys. That's really motivating me to do more and push more and work more on my YouTube channel. So I love you guys because of that. Then I want to do an event with alpha clone players. And for this, I would like you to put in the comments what you would like to see. Like, for example, we could do factional warfare in frigates, destroyers. We could fly around in a big group and play war in low sec, high sec, wherever, no problem. Or we could do piracy, take ships, mostly cruisers. When we have enough cruisers, some destroyers would be acceptable too, and go into low sec, do some gate camping, harass people, yeah, stuff like that, PvP stuff mostly. Yeah, that something like this, guys. We can do a lot of things in EVE. So I would love to hear your opinions on what you would like to do in a bigger group, so that I will have an overview in the comments, and I will pick up the most wanted. And I also will be streaming that event live. And for this, I also need a comment of you. So make one comment where you tell me what event you would like and on which platform. Should I stream it on YouTube or should I stream it on Twitch live? Just tell me which platform do you prefer and I will use this for the event. Then to coordinate everything, what I want you guys to do is open your mail from EVE Online. And you have under EVE Mail an add mailing list. You press on add mailing list and then you put Kiltech show in it. I will describe what you have to put in the descriptions again. Just make sure that you do all the uppercases and everything right, because it's case sensitive. You put Kiltech show in it and you press join. Then you have this mailing list, Kiltech show. No one besides me can post emails in it. You still can, of course, write direct emails to anyone that you know or receive emails from. But in Kiltech show, you should only receive emails from me. So if I'm planning an event for tonight or for tomorrow, I can send you an email with details here, like TeamSpeak server, which system we are going to stage, and what we are planning, what ships we will need, all stuff like that will be in that emails. So if you want to join and have some fun with us, we are going to lose probably a lot of ships, but we hopefully will have fun. Join the mailing list, guys. So, and with no further ado, let's start with our guide. First of all, local chat. I would strongly advise everyone who plays EVE Online to put the local chat out so it's in his own window. Then what can I get it back to default setting? Because it's not, yes, here. This is how you see the local chat normally. I would, however, press on the three heads member list settings and go to show compact member list, so that you have a lot of more people containing in your list. because if you are flying through lowsec or nullsec, you want to see the local at all times. And even if you fly in highsec, guys, this is useful. And if you ask me why, then I tell you, easy. If you see anyone blinking red, so name will be blinking red and will have like a skull at the beginning and is blinking red, that means that guy just got a criminal flag. What does this mean? Normally, that's a ganker who just ganked somebody with probably a lot of people. So what I would like to emphasize here is, let's say Darina Zefirko is a bad girl and just ganked someone. So I would see her blinking red with the skull. Then I don't do it for myself because I'm not worried about being ganked, because I don't do mining or hollering that lot. So I'm not. I don't have the threat because I'm more PvP casual game player. But for everyone else who is doing mining and a lot of hollering stuff around, this is a good advice, because I would advise to go to show info. So you would have her right now. You know she probably is a ganker. So what would you do? Easy. First of all, you would go to add contact. You don't need to add her to your buddy list. You don't need to send her a notification. Just give her a terrible standing and say something like probably ganker and make add contact. So now you see she has a big red standing button over here. So if you encounter her again somewhere, you know that she is a bad guy, and therefore you can be careful. Let's say, for example, you are in a system with 5 friends, you are all alone, and suddenly 10 people jump in, and you have over 7 of them marked with a bad standing. Then you know, holy shit, I have to get out of here. So you can turn around and warp to your station. It's just work like for 1 minute, but it can pay off really good in the future. And if that is not enough for you, you can still say something like go to notes on the character, the notes side on the character. There you can put information for yourself in it. Nobody else will see this information, so you can talk freely here. Like you could say, I saw her in system mbot ganking a little hauler guy, then laughed at him for being such pussy. See, blah blah blah. So, and if you close that, and let's say you see her in 2 weeks again, and you think, oh, why is she red? You go to show info, and you already see her notes, the notes that you did back then. So you are making those remarks for yourself. It does not give you any more ISK or any game advantages, but it gives you some intel advantages for future. And it's not a lot of work. It's easy to make. So okay, I actually don't know who she is, so I'm going to delete that and give her standing back, because she is hopefully not a bad person. So we have to go to contact, and I think remove from contact. Yes. Now she's fine again. And what I wanna talk about also is autopilot. Probably no one will have told you this, but if you set your autopilot to somewhere, let's, for example, I know a low-sec system like this. So now you can see the route And when you press on the A, you actually can see the settings for your autopilot. And here you can prefer shorter route, but it will ignore security status. Prefer a safer route, which will stay in high sec, or even prefer less secure systems, which will be null sec and low sec. And you can also avoid systems where pod killing has recently occurred. That means if someone is waiting at the low sec gate and is killing people, you probably want to activate this. So let's demonstrate this. 28, now I have 25 jumps. You see, I have now a lot of low secs that I will be flying through, but I will be, it's a shorter route. Let's go back to higher. And if you are holding a lot of stuff around, what you also can do is, but you have to Google that. I just know the websites exists. It's websites where you can plan a route and it will tell you if there is any reported gate camps on that route. So that could be really useful for people who hold a lot of stuff. And you even should not hold that lot of stuff which is worth a lot of money. You should do more trips. I will do a hauler video where I will also go to JITA and scan big freighters and show you their items in the cargo with the value displayed, so that you see what the gankers will see, and you can make your own decisions how you will handle that in the future. Another thing I would strongly advise you to do, guys, is make a second character. He doesn't need anything particular, just a character, and you will park this character in JITA. So why would you do that? Because you can do with your main character whatever you want, and if you have a lot of items that you want to sell, you just transport them to JITA and contract it to your alt character, and you move on to another missions or whatever you want, and do the selling of your items with your alt character. That means you can come online with him, place your orders in the market with your prices, and that's it. Then you have to wait. The next day, same again, you log on with that character, check the prices of the items, see if you have any open orders that you can use, open order slots. Let me just open that so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Right now I have 13 of 13 max open orders. So you can put 13 items on to sell on JITA, and when they are sold you will have those slots back and you can put more orders in it. Why would you do that? Because you get a better price if you sell it yourself and not over buy orders. You can even set buy orders for items that you want to have for cheaper. I don't know how fast you will get those buy orders, but that should also work. So you can spare some ISK while selling and spare some ISK while buying. And you can do that all over your alt character. And let me just show you how I would contract, how a contract is made. Let's see if I have any items. Of course I don't have any items. But what you would do is you would go to contracts. You can create one contract as an alpha clone. You press on create contract. Then you would do an item exchange, and the availability you would set to private. And on private you have to name someone who will receive that contract. So no other player in EVE Online will be able to receive this contract, only the one you named. So let's name me, Killtag. Now I press next. Now you see we have a lot of options. Let's go with Killtag. So now I would select items that I have, but I don't have any. Then you can transfer money if you want, or receive money for it, but you don't need to use that for your own character. Let's say you're a little bit lazy, don't want to do it today, so let's say 1 week or 2 weeks. You don't need any description or anything else. Then you go on next. Then you see contract type, item exchange, availability, private only for Killtag. If I press on Killtag, you see my character. Then you see 14 days until its expiration. Broker's fee is 10,000. And here normally you would see the items that you have selected. One contract can contain, I think it's not infinite, but quite a lot of items. So you can easily transfer items to your old character on Jita, but you of course have to bring them first over there. So while we are talking about contract and stuff, one thing I also want to show. For example, I would use Eve Central. In Eve Central, you can then search for the item that you are looking for. Let's say Battlecruiser of Minmatar. And doing something like this, you can save a lot of money, guys. I want the Hurricane. And as you can see, buy orders, no, sell orders, we have in Odinesin one for 30 million. And the next one in Jita, the cheapest one would cost here 49.999 million. That's like 10 million more. But you have to be careful when you are looking for that, because I know as of fact that this system is in a pocket HiSec. Just to show you what a pocket HiSec is, let's check out this system. Odin something. Yeah, it should be this one. So I will set destination, and as you can see, we selected show roof path in space and prefer safer. So we actually want to stay in HiSec, but we'll still have nullsec and lowsec in between. Why? Because right now you can see the star map of EVE Online, and I actually already have selected on the star map settings that it should show me the security status. How do you do that? You go onto star map and you go onto security status. Then you will see this is HiSec, everything here, blue and green, this is all HiSec. And back here you see a lot of red, this is nullsec. Then you see this little space over here, this is also HiSec, guys. This is HiSec, but it's in some kind little pocket down here. It has no connection to the HiSec over here. So if you want to go there, you have to go through nullsec or through wormholes if you can find a route to go there. It's the same over here, guys. You can see we have HiSec down here, but this is all lowsec around this little HiSec pocket. And like we have HiSec pockets like this, we also have lowsec pockets in HiSec. If I move over here, you can see this is HiSec, this is lowsec, this is HiSec, this is HiSec. So this is the beginning point of lowsec. Then we have some systems over here, and they are connected over here. And okay, this is a little bit bigger, but that would be a little example. Or for example, this one, you can see we have one HiSec here, one HiSec here, and just one lowsec system here. Those systems are actually pretty dangerous, guys, because gankers will use those systems. Because I know some routes which have only one low sec system, and people be like, oh, nothing's gonna happen, and try to fly through, but there will be gate camps most likely, and they will fuck you up, guys. Okay. Oh, and by the way, when we are already talking about market prices of items, what you also can do is, if you already know what parts you want to have in your Hurricane, for example, you can look for contracts with multiple items which contain an Hurricane. They will most likely have items that you already want to have. For example, like rigs. People tend to put rigged ships into contracts because if they want to sell it on the market, they have to repackage the item, the Hurricane in this case, and this would destroy the rigs. And by selling it over contracts, you would make more money and the rigs would be intact. So let's go on to contracts and let me show you an example. So price lowest first, I would go for the Hurricane. All regions is okay. Item category should be ship, because I want the ship. Then I only want high sec. You could search in low and null sec also, but let's go for high sec. Let's search. So as you can see, we have the lowest one with 50 million, and it's multiple items, and it's 5 jumps away. It's pretty close to us. So is this contract 15 millions worth it? Let's look at the contract. Okay, we have a Hurricane. This Hurricane already costs nearly 15 million in JITA. But in this contract we have this Hurricane, we have 1 core field extender, 2 defense field percher, we have 4 gyro stabilizer 2, and we have 425 millimeters scout autocannons. Let's open up the market for these. 500,000. Gyro stabilizer, close to 1 million. Core field extender, close to 3 million. Defense field percher, around 3 million. So that would be 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16 million. This Hurricane contains items which is approximately worth 16 million, and the Hurricane itself. So this Hurricane actually is even cheaper than the one we saw on EVE Central. So if you need any of these items and the ship, then this is a really must-buy ship. So this is another way to spare some ISK while buying stuff, and I hope this will help you out a lot more. And I actually wanted to talk again about skills. What I would advise new players is to focus on skills which is useful on all ships. What do I mean by that? For example, let's go to shields. If you see shield management, for example, gives me a 5% bonus to shield capacity per skill level. So this would be one of the first skills that I would train to the highest point, because after that moment it doesn't matter at which ship I fly, I will get the most benefit out of it. For example, if I only skill Caldari Minmatar cruiser or Galantic cruiser, it would only benefit while flying Galantic cruiser. So just to prioritize things, skills first, which will help overall. Like we have the same with navigations. We have evasive maneuvering, 5% improved ship agility. Decreased the align time, that means you are faster in warp. Navigation, faster sub-warp speeds with your ship. That's also useful. We have a lot of skills like this. Capacitor manager, CPU management. Like this one also, capacitor systems operator. 5% reduction in capacitor recharge time. Those are all mandatory skills, guys. You will need them at the highest skill level that you can get. And I would prioritize this. I think it should be enough to get in a destroyer. And when you are in a destroyer, you are already in a good position. And after that, I would focus on all these mandatory skills before I would go to cruisers. If you get impatient, will it kill you to go to cruisers? No, it won't. You can fly them, but you could fly them more effectively this way. Just want to say this. And what I also want to add as finishing, don't fly stuff that you can't afford to lose, guys. This is one of the rules of EVE Online. Don't fly stuff that you can't afford to lose, because you will lose stuff, guys. So there is, for example, a ship which all Alpha clones can fly. It's the Gnosis. It's a battle cruiser actually, so you are not limited to cruisers only. As you can see, this is an Alpha clone here, right now. Let me open my character again. You see Kiltech Damal Alpha clone. I could fly this Gnosis. This is a beautiful ship. It has really beautiful stats and everything. As you can see, I could either fit it with missiles or with turrets. It has 6 medium slots, 6 low slots, very good. It can have 5 medium drones at once. It gives a lot of bonuses. It even gives command bursts and everything. So it's a really versatile ship. The only downside to this ship is it costs around 50 million. Is it worth it? This ship is most likely worth the money because it's a great ship. But if you can't replace the ship easily, then you should skip it for a while. So guys, that was a little overview about some general tips in EVE Online. I hope they are helpful for everyone. Please like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. And hope to see everyone soon in EVE Online. Don't forget about the EVE Online events. Please submit the comments about that down below. And Kiltech out, guys.